Hey, again, just uploading another video because I just thought of some more tips that I didn't put in the previous one that I uploaded. So if you enjoyed the last one, thank you very much. Some more points that I'm going to make is that not particularly everything on Instagram translates into real life. I don't know if that really needs to be said, but just because somebody has like a load of followers and all this type of stuff, it doesn't really mean anything, to be honest. And a lot of record labels, if you're trying to be signed, a lot of record labels are not particularly looking so much at the following, but more so the engagement. So if you have a lot of streams on Spotify, if you have a lot of engagement with your posts, because you can have like however so many thousand followers, but you only have so many um, few comments or few likes or something like that. So a lot of record labels actually look at engagement with posts and choose how many people are liking your posts and so on and so forth. And that's really where they're looking at, as well as follows as well, because you have to think that the record label is it's a business at the end of the day, and they need to see how many people are supporting you. They need to see how many fans you have, the type of engagement that you get, so that it'll translate into sales and basically how likely they are to make money back if they chose to invest in you. Um, but at that stage, you obviously would have a great amount of talent, and you'd be doing great things. Um, what was the other one that I was gonna say? Another tip that's actually gonna seem quite ridiculous, but I think it's a really good thing to try and to work on. So a lot of us are able to play music, and we're able to play music in a room and stuff like that, right? That's all right. We're able to play music in a room, and we're playing away. But what you can work on in your room is also your engagement, how you are going to engage with the crowd. You can practice that at home. Um, Obviously, every show, whenever we get to play them again, every show is different, but by doing that, you're creating the confidence in saying things that might hype up a crowd or just general chit chat, um, and getting the crowd engaged. It's one thing to play songs in front of a crowd of people and having that talent there, but what will really set you apart from everybody else is the engagement that you have with the people by actually talking to people. Kind of like this format, kind of like YouTube, being able to talk to you and being able to engage with you quite naturally. It goes the same thing for when you're playing gigs. Um, because it all depends on like that person's going home, and then they're going to be like, "Oh, I saw this artist live. He was really good, but he also took the time to talk to us and just was so nice." Or he talked to us after the show. Stuff like this, um, the stuff like this spreads, and I mentioned it in the last video. It spreads around, and it does your reputation a world of good by just being by just having that engagement. It's just another layer. Um, just having the crack, having a bit of banter with the crowd and stuff like that. That is definitely something that you can practice. You can practice in your room, how you go through your set list and stuff like that. And even practicing trying to uh, kind of seamlessly transition into different songs rather than like. But everybody's different, but I think the main takeaway from that one would be kind of practice the showmanship in this, your live arrangement, and how you would engage with people. I've only made like 2 points, and this one's already as long as the last video. But I think I'll leave you one more point, and then maybe we'll leave it at that. So I think the last point that I'll make on this little advice video. Also, if you like these type of videos, just let me know. Just let me know if it's something that you'd like to see more of. Because I am studying music. I'm studying professional musicianship. So this is the type of stuff that that I'd be going through and kind of learning as well. So if this is something that you'd like, let me know. But I think the last point, or the last 2 points maybe, is having a plan. Having a plan, and this just doesn't go for music. This goes for any career that you're trying to excel in. So this is applicable to a lot of people that are trying to do something great and do something amazing. In terms of like releasing material, have a plan. Have like I mentioned meeting up with musicians, but also meet up with photographers and stuff as well. Like, get to know your local photographers, and try get some really good quality images taken. If you're doing like promo for an upcoming release, and have whatever your artwork is going to be, have that tie into your song as well, because the artwork is something that people are always going to be drawn to. When people see it on Spotify, somebody can just look at your artwork might come up, and people might listen to it just based on that, and it is a drawing factor of why people listen to music. So definitely make sure that your artwork is in line with the music that you're creating. I think that's a good one. That's a one that you learn. But having a plan, more often than not, is a big one for any industry. So you have to treat music almost like it's a business. And now I know for a lot of us, hearing that, the kind of natural reaction is, but like, I don't want it to be a business. I just want to, make art and stuff like that. But if it is something that you want to make a career out of, it's something that you have to look at as a business yourself. Like, as a startup business, you have to kind of pay attention to it every day, and kind of water that seed, and work on it, identifying any weakness that you have. You probably know something that you probably know your strength, but you also probably know something that you're not so strong at, and so I think it'd be a good thing to work on that, rather than saying I'm bad at this. Kind of actively work towards learning, because it'll make you better at what you do, and that's going to be important as well. So if you jumble all of those things together, you become a better all around at your craft and what you do. And no matter what you do, it could be anything. Yeah, it could be cooking, or it could be cooking or fishing, or whatever it is. But have a plan on how to make it a career. So this is like either a 5-year plan, or like a 5-year plan, a 3-year plan, and a 1-year plan. So what you want to be doing in 1 year, what you want to be doing in 3, what you want to be doing in 5, and it has to be more detailed, and I think this is where some people can kind of miss the point. It has to be more detailed than, oh, okay, I want to, play the biggest show. Um, we all want to play the biggest show. So having this kind of big grandeur, aim, dream, that's amazing, right? That's amazing and it's great. But you have to backpedal and you have to make a plan of how you're going to get to that point, on how you're going to get to play the big show. So it's very easy to go, I want to play that show and I'll just play music and eventually it'll happen. But if you have a plan and you create a strategic way and just kind of work on that you can backtrack from, let's say it's a 5-year plan. Oh, my door just opened. If you have like this 5-year plan and you backpedal it all the way, and then to 3-year plan, 1-year plan on things that you're going to do every day that will get you to that point, then I think that's my door just closed. I think that would be something that would be really cool, and that's a good piece of advice that I learned, is having a plan and not just having a dream and saying if it happens and so and so, but having a strategy and trying to actively work on it. Then I think you'll be golden then, and if you keep that in mind. So I think that's good advice. So this is going to be the second video that I upload, and it's nearly twice as long. So I hope you get something out of it. Like I said in the last video, have a good night, have a good evening, whatever it is to you, and take care.